I can't tell if I'm shouting at the screen anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I'm used to being outside. I'm inside today. All right, wherever you might be, thank you for joining us here. All right, it's halfway home already. We're at Wednesday, or whenever you decided to log on and you're doing it now, you're halfway to wherever you need to be. All right, still staying hopeful. So nonetheless, today's workout, all right, it's a total of 6 rounds. The first 2 rounds, the middle 2 rounds, and the last 2 rounds all will consist of the same movements, but notice the distinction, the reps are going to change. Okay, so all of the movements are going to be the same as far as it being doubles, devil's press, and alternating reverse lunges. Okay, it's the reps that will alter. So for the first 2 rounds, you're going to begin with 60 double unders. Okay, that's going to be followed by 12 devil's press and then 18 alternating reverse lunges. Okay, so with regards to those movements, starting with the double under, if you happen to have a jump rope and you can perform doubles, great, problem solved. 60 doubles is never going to take you more than a minute, okay? So modify the reps to something you know you can get in under that time. Do not use it as a time cap and see where you get. All right, it should never be taking you more than a minute on the rope. If that means you're doing 10 double unders, great. Do 10 and keep moving. Okay, it's not about how much we're working, all right, but rather how the effort we are applying to it does. That doesn't even make sense as a sentence, but hopefully you kind of get my point, all right? Regardless, if you're still working on doubles or maybe don't have the luxury of a place to perform double unders, okay, that's completely fine. If you still have the place to jump up and down, you'll do singles, obviously doing 2 times the amount of reps, so it would be 120 single unders, or against something you know you're getting in under a minute. All right, so modify the reps to 60 single unders or even less if you need to. Okay, hopefully we're kind of familiar at this point with the variation of the jump rope we're doing. Now, if you don't have a place to jump rope at all, you'll be performing toe touches, mountain climbers, or lateral hops, right? All of which are slightly different. One isn't easier or harder. It's just kind of different stimuluses. Again, none of them are taking you more than a minute to do. For the toe touch, this will replicate a single under. You'll do 120 total. You're counting every single time your toe touches an object. In this case, I'm using a plate. Maybe you want to use a dumbbell. Maybe you want to use a pillow. Or maybe you want to use your pet cat. But nonetheless, be gentle and be careful. All right, nothing needs to be harmed in the process of getting you fitter. So with that in mind, you're just going to have your right foot and your left foot touch kind of repeatedly, counting every single step, and that will be 120. Now, if you want to kind of sub that for a lateral hop, it's a little bit of a slower pace because now you're spending more time in the air. You kind of want to use something again which is a relatively wider distance. So in other words, I'm not simply going back and forth sideways, all right, like I'm slaloming down the ski slope. Okay, say that 5 times fast and you won't have to do the workout. But rather, we're going to have you try and jump a little bit more time in the air and hop again on the other side. All right, you don't necessarily need to kind of bounce immediately into your next jump here. That is just going to be 60. Okay? Or again, if you're unable to get that in a minute, try and modify it to something you know you can, 40 or 20. Finally, if you don't want to perform the lateral hop, you can do the mountain climber. All right, with the mountain climber, it's again going to be 60 total, kicking your foot out to either side. You're going to be counting every single step. If that's a problem, have your knees stay in. You'll do 120 instead, so it's a little bit quicker. Again, pick something that feels comfortable. You're not ever going to be spending too much time here breezing through it. But you've just done your 60 double unders. We're now going to the alternating devil's press. Alternating in the sense that we're assuming you probably only have one weighted device here, in which case we're going to use a dumbbell to start. It's going to be down at my side. The devil's press starts as a burpee. So I hinge at my hip, I kick back and out. Think peel, snap your feet wide. You're going to deadlift that weight up to your knee, swing the weight back, jump shrug, and catch in that quarter squat like it would be a hang snatch. Bring the weight to your shoulder. You can change in midair. Hips back, knees out, lower down, burpee, then deadlift, swing. Nice and simple. If you want to put it down on the opposite side instead of changing in midair, that is fine. But recognize I'm deadlifting before I'm actually performing that hang snatch. You don't want to just rip it from the ground. If you have a plate, same thing. Just make sure you don't crush your fingers. So while for some of us, we have maybe a softer floor, it's possible to just kind of keep the fingers underneath. All right, maybe you're using grass, but otherwise, you can just have your hands on the side, perform that burpee. Think, get your hands underneath, deadlift, swing, voila. All right? If you're happening to use a kettlebell, don't have your hand on it as you come down. All right? You just want to think burpee, and then maybe the kettlebell's in front. You can pick the kettlebell up, and swing into that motion. We'll have you do that. All right, now to that point, if you don't have weight today, you're just doing burpees instead. So just be 12 regular burpees, that's fine. After you've done your 60 doubles, you've completed your 12 alternating devil's press. By the way, you're counting every rep there, so it's technically 6 per side unless you've got 2 hands on it. You then are going to do 18 alternating reverse lunges with a weight. These are weighted, okay? Now, if you were here yesterday, all right, you noticed that we don't want you resting the dumbbell on your shoulder. Here you can. So if you just want to put that dumbbell on your back, that's fine. You want to keep that dumbbell in the front. You want to keep it on the side. You want to keep it down. You want to keep it overhead. Whatever the hell you want to do, you just got to hold the damn thing. You don't need to change arms. It's just got to be somewhere on your body at all times. All right, you'll have that dumbbell. You'll just take that step back, press to a stand. Same exact thing on the other side. You're going to be performing 18 total reps. So that means 9 per leg. You're counting each step. All right, we very much encourage you step backwards today, allowing you to press through that front heel, squeezing your butt at the top, hips are open. The same rules apply on the next leg. If you have a plate, just put it on your back, hold it in the front, hold it on the side, whatever you want to do. If the weight becomes uncomfortable or awkward or you're unable to get your knee to the ground, don't do them weighted, just do them regular, and it's equally as good. All right? So if you kind of remember what we said in the beginning, the reps will change every 2 rounds. Those movements stay the same. 60 doubles, 12 alternating doubles press, 18 alternating reverse lunge. After I've done that twice, now it'll be 40 doubles, 8 alternating doubles press, 12 alternating reverse lunge. After you've done that twice, it's going to be 20 double unders, 4 alternating doubles press, and 6 alternating reverse lunge. Pardon me. So again, the best way to think about it is just multiples. It's 6, 12, 18, 6, 12, 18, and then 6 meaning 60. And then it's going to be 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12, and then 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Hopefully that kind of clears it up, makes a little bit more sense. If it doesn't, write it down, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, paper still exists for a reason. Don't let them just cut down trees for nothing. Make sure you're still planting them. Earth Day is every day. Get after it. We'll see you soon.